Hello and welcome to the IoT Lab here at Intel Swindon office. My name is Ben Cope. I'm the technology lead within our Europe visual retail team, and today I'm going to tell you about a proof of concept project that we've been running. So on the table behind me I have some hardware that I'm going to talk through. So before we get started, I'm just going to zoom us in so that we can get a good up close shot of the hardware here. So first thing to describe is on the table here in front of me, I have our Autumn Creek reference hardware for the latest iteration of the Open Pluggable Specification Standard, the OPS Plus. I'm going to use this to represent any OPS interface. So the OPS concept is it's very straightforward. So this here is our evaluation board, but can be used to represent what would exist within a display, and there's a number of adopters of the OPS standard today. For example, companies like NEC. The concept of OPS is you have this separate compute module which can come in a range of SKUs, and then this is pluggable into the screen as so. It's snugly. As a user, you would normally see this side-end view as the pluggable. The value of OPS is you get very good serviceability and maintainability. This is very sort of professionally or easily serviceable like this, and also it separates the decision from when you from the compute you buy with the screen. So that decision can be made later and gives people a greater range of flexibility. Now, if I just talk a little bit more about the OPS interfaces. So what we're going to focus on today is this connector here. So this is a JE connector. This is common to all the OPS family of connectors, and this is where the power and the video signaling and other I/O to this module goes. So next, I'm going to show you. This is a new module that we have defined as a for visual retail team. This is called the Intel Smart Display module. This is the next member of our pluggable families, and in a similar concept to OPS, this would plug into a screen as so. Now, the purpose of the proof of concept project that we're talking through today is to show how we can take one of these smart display modules and retrofit it into an existing OPS display. Clearly, there's already a very strong footprint of OPS-enabled screens. So what this will allow is for early market penetration for those vendors to be able to support the Intel Smart Display module, perhaps before they have native SDM support in their screens, as such. So to do this and show the proof of concept, we've had a small board made as so. I'm just going to show this in close up to the screen. So the important things to point out on this board is we have the JE connector over here, which is obviously native to the OPS. And then on the right hand side over here, the SDM module actually has a PCIe connector interface. This isn't PCIe signaling, it's still power and video in a similar manner to OPS. And on this board, we've done some sort of straightforward routing, as you can see with these tracks between the signals, and also had to do some extra circuitry with the power down here. Important to point out that in building this board, we haven't connected up all of the interfaces. This is intended just as a prototype. So there is further interfaces and clearly quite a bit of work needed to get this to a product, but this is sufficient to show that the concept is valid. So what I'm going to show now is how all this plugs together. So we take our adapter board here and we plug this into the JE connector on our OPS board as so. That plugs in, and then we take our SDM module and that can plug in to the interface as so. I'll just put that down to make that easier to plug in. So let's go in like this. So with all that sort of connected, so you can see like this, we can now power up the unit. So I'll plug in the power cable over here, turn this on, and then just turn this on as usual. And we'll see in a moment that the video signal, for this purpose we're using the DisplayPort cable here. The screen will start up here and we start to see the boot screen come up here. So similar manner to OPS, this smart display module will now act and behave like like you would expect a regular PC. Right? So now this is booted, we can see we have the Windows desktop here. And just for demonstration, I'm going to run up some software we have on the desktop here. This is our Intel Media Accelerator reference software, which is example reference code for digital signage. So this is intended to help people understand how to make good use of the Intel architecture underneath. And as you see, we have a working PC. So thank you for your attention. If you want to find out more about this project or how it might help you or your partners, then please contact me. My email address is ben.cope@intel.com. I'd be very happy to talk further with you. Thank you for your attention.